Sean, can we assume you at least were a Toronto Maple Leaf fan growing up?
Yeah, one of the biggest Leafs fan, I'd say, and growing up in Mississauga, right in the outskirts of Toronto, there, it's been a thing in my family for generations now. So I've been a Leaf fan my whole life, and this is a dream come true.
Let's get specific. Mississauga, what neighborhood?
Geez.
Where are you? Where are you from?
Around the Square One area.
Oh, up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a good feeling that the Leafs were interested in you and that this was a possibility?
Well, I spoke to them before at the Combine, and we've met before, and I went through this process last year, and I really came in today having no expectations, and I knew that's the best way to do it. And I think with that way it went well, and it was definitely a surprise to hear my name, and it was just almost a relief. So very excited about the day today, and really just want to enjoy it.
What would you say the strengths of your game are, and where do you need to improve?
Well, the player type I am is a guy who kind of runs his game off of his hockey IQ, and it's something that I've had for a long time now, and as my skills develop, I think I'm only going to get better, and I'm more of an offensive guy, a guy who can run the power play, and like I said, definitely a guy who tries to run his game through his hockey IQ.
What was your experience at development camp with the Leafs like last week?
Oh, it was a great experience, and I mean, I learned a lot there. They have some of the best skills coaches in the world, and I think I really appreciate the detail that they took into every single player there, and that's definitely something I'm looking forward to this year. And I think if you go into camp with the right mindset, you could definitely benefit from it.
Are you thinking at that point, like maybe I can kind of catch their eye here?
Right now I'm just trying to enjoy this moment right here, and development coming up right around the corner. So it's today I'm just gonna enjoy this experience, and we'll worry about that stuff later.
How do you feel like you've grown most as a player since that camp until now going into another one?
Oh, a great ton for sure, and I think it has a lot to do with the off season I've had and with the season I've had, and I went through a lot through going through the draft last year and going through all that. So I've definitely matured a lot as a person and as a player as well.
Where did your game grow this past season?
Definitely, decision making's away from the puck, and I think that's something you get with experience, and I think that's only going to get better for myself. And I think with a good hockey IQ, it comes natural, and it's something that I'm continually working on, and I think it can grow.
What did you like about the conversations you had with the Leafs leading up to the draft?
Well, I like the detail that they put into the meetings, and they're very detail oriented, and I like the way the organization's going, and just from looking at it from the past 3-4 years, it's on an uphill slant. So it's definitely the detail they put into each prospect, and they really want to make the right choice.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
Bryan McCabe, actually.
Did you see him here?
Yeah, I saw him a little bit, said hello, but never got to speak too long.
Is there anyone in the league that you'd like to model your game after, that you feel like maybe you could resemble?
It's tough to pick one guy for sure, and I think there's definitely a lot of players that I think I like to take bits and pieces of, and sometimes the way Erik Karlsson plays without the puck, and he really snaps his passes and really reads a forecheck very well, and especially on the power play. And I think a lot of guys like Torrey Krug on the defensive side of things, he plays with a hard grit, and Morgan Riley, the way he reads the rush, and there's so many great defensemen in the league who I think you could learn off of. So it's definitely hard to pick one of those guys.
Did he use the can opener like McCabe used to? No.
Hey, Sean, you've been a bit of a late bloomer. Who do you think? Why do you think that is?
I think it's just my play style, and I think with experience you mature and you become better not only on the ice but off the ice. And I think it's been a long ride for me, and I put a lot of hard work into it. And, especially going through the draft last year and not being picked, it's been crazy. And right now it's just this is a dream come true. I really have no words for it.
Were you at the draft last year? Sorry, were you at the draft last year?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, it was a long process, I'd say, but I went last year having the belief that I should have been picked, and obviously you don't know what happens behind the scenes, but it didn't go my way, and I took it as a learning curve, like I said, and I think if you take anything like that, you can grow from it and be better. So I definitely took that as a learning curve, and went through that off season, went to a few camps, and learned a lot. The Leafs taught me a lot last year, so it's got me to today, and really want to enjoy the day today and really enjoy the experience.
When was it that you had the ankle surgery?
2 years ago.
Did you come to an understanding about why you weren't picked last year?
I think it's just the way the pieces fell, and each team has their own rankings, and some guys are higher on other lists, and I think at the end of the day, some guys were available when I was available, and little bit higher on the rankings last year, and they took him. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think it almost did me a favor last year not being picked, and I definitely grew from it and came out of that draft more motivated than ever. So there's really no other reason than that, yeah.
What did you like about McCabe's game as a kid?
You know, the way he played on the power play and the passion that he played with, and I think I play with a lot of passion, and you know, that competitiveness and will to win is definitely I try to bring into my game.
Who'd you play your minor hockey with?
I played with the Mississauga Rebels and a little bit with the Braves, and then through there I went to the OHL.
So you were double A for a while?
Yeah, I played Double A my whole life actually, and then I went up for my draft year, and you know, the Owen Sound Attack took a chance on me in the 12th round, and you know, I grew as a player from there. And like I said, if you take everything with the right mindset, I think you can grow from it, and I think I did for sure.